What is up, YouTubers, reviewers, and viewers? This is Cam the Lego Man back with a brand new video for today. How about those leaks and reveals? So many great things coming out for summer of 2025. But for this video in particular, I want to go over something that I genuinely didn't think was going to happen. I know there were rumors about it. It's probably my most excited, or the most excited I have been for a Marvel product in a while. And I do get excited for them. Trust me. It doesn't seem like I do, but I do. But this one in particular, when I heard the rumor, I genuinely just thought, maybe they'll do it, but I kind of doubt it. Well, I was wrong. Here it is. It's the Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man vs. Doc Ock subway train scene. Holy nostalgia. Seeing Toby on the side of a box again is crazy to me. Who has that much aura? Tell me. Who has that much aura? And yes, I do agree that Andrew Garfield does have a little aura. I won't lie. But no one touches my GOAT, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Pizza time.
And I think this is a perfect time to go back to these movies. I kind of wish they would re-release others. Hopefully, if this set gets bought more, or more than I think it will, maybe they will revisit the other two Raimi movies. I would kill for Spider-Man 3 sets, because we never got them. We got Spider-Man 1, we got Spider-Man 2, we never got Spider-Man 3. That is when the rights transferred over to Mega Bloks, which is now Mega Constructs. And I remember buying those, but being kind of disappointed because it wasn't Lego. I still liked the product of Mega Bloks, but Lego was where it was at for me and always has been. So with that out of the way, and obviously my holy glaze of Tobey Maguire, let's kind of dive in and look at the set just a little bit more, and let's kind of compare. So if we look at the original from 2004, because obviously this is a remake of said scene. They could have done any other scene of the movie, but obviously I do believe that the train scene is the most iconic to come out of Spider-Man 2. But with the original, it was 294 pieces, 4 minifigures, and retailed for $30. With the new one, that will be releasing this summer of 2025, it is 393 pieces with 4 minifigures. To me, almost like a direct remake. They're giving you 100 more pieces. That's the only difference. But it will retail for $50. Which, kind of sucks. Everything's getting more expensive. But we throw that in the inflation calculator, it's $51. That's really not that bad. You're kind of getting the same set. But do we have a problem with the new set? I personally have a few gripes. I feel like sometimes Lego, when they go forward, they also take 2 steps backwards, unfortunately. So, examining the new set right off the rip, I love the way Tobey Maguire looks in this set. He obviously has the tattered look after he gets beat the heck up from Doc Ock in this scene. Truly lost this fight. And they have, obviously, 2-sided face. One where he's literally about to rip himself in half from stopping the train, and the other where he's just, kind of happy. Which, that, to me, I think is the biggest positive I can give this set. I know I was about to dive into the negatives. I'm kind of going off on a tangent a little bit, so forgive me. But that, to me, is the coolest part of this set, is getting that Tobey Maguire, because I didn't think they would do that. I don't think I have ever seen, I could be wrong, and you can flame me in the comments, but I don't remember ever seeing a battle damaged Spider-Man before in any set. So that's new to me. And that was one thing I just glazed. I'm going to glaze him again about the Tobey Maguire movies, is when he got beat up, okay? Straight demolished. But I think he looks great. And the Doc Ock as well. I was very worried when I heard the rumor that this was potentially coming out. I was hoping he wasn't going to look the way that he did from No Way Home. Because, low-key, I kind of think the No Way Home set kind of butchered him just a little bit. There was a few nitpicks I had about the character and how he looked, even though he's supposed to be coming out of this movie before he dies at the very end. Spoiler! Sorry. But all my problems are fixed. He looks great. He looks like he was ripped right out of the movie. I love the hairpiece they used. I loved how they finally fixed his coat. I think it looks awesome. Here's my nitpick. Not the biggest fan of the arms, the octopus arms. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. But I wish that they did these arms the way they did in the Daily Bugle set. I think that is peak. In fact, I'll have to find it. Maybe I'll try to put it in the video if I can. I remember someone making a mock of trying to make this Doc Ock. All they had to do was take those little minifigure action pieces that they put for the minifigure lines and just random sets. And they already make them in gold accents. So someone has already made it to where it's silver, gold, just kind of like how it is in the movie to represent. And it looks perfect. I think that is the only way to me that would have made this look even better. I do like the way those little fingers, I guess you would call them, extend at the end of each hand. I think that is kind of cool. But I do wish there was a way they could have redone that as well. But that is my only nitpick about that minifigure is just the octopus arms. Everything else is fantastic. We look at J. Jonah Jameson. It feels like a throwback. I'm not going to lie. It's like I really like the way he looks, and I also really don't like the way that he looks. To me, I really don't see the JJ from the Raimi movies when I'm looking at this minifigure. I'm more so... I get the vibe of, like, the old Spider-Man. I like... where my mind is going is, like, for example, the PlayStation 1 2000 Spider-Man. That's the J. Jonah Jameson I see when I'm looking at this minifigure for some reason. I may be the only one, to be honest with you. But I think the other original set from 2004 did him just a little bit better. But that's my thoughts on JJ. Still love him. I still think he looks great. I think his hairpiece is hilarious because that's what's hearkening me back to the way that I think that he looks. And then a very odd choice with Aunt May. I feel like maybe they could have added one more minifigure to the set, being the train conductor, which was also in the original 2004 set. But yeah. I mean, there's your Raimi Aunt May if you were really hoping for a Raimi Aunt May for some strange reason. I don't know why, but if you were, there you go. Another takeaway I kind of want to talk about is you're just getting the subway car. That's it. There's no tracks to sit it on. There's no ramps at the end of what could have been the tracks to stop the vehicle, which is what they were going to hit, or the big stop signs. My memory's a little fuzzy for the movie. I don't know, something feels missing. It really does. I feel like, I hate to say it, I kind of wish they did put a little more pieces in here and just made it a little bit bigger. Not even necessarily the train car, but the maybe the actual tracks itself or something. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I truly do think something is kind of missing here. But other than that, I think it's a great set. Do you think Lego's kind of going backwards a little bit? Obviously, going from 2004 to 2025, there's going to be major improvements, which we see, but it also seems like there's minor downgrades here and there, which are just kind of odd to think. Why do that? Why go about it that way? I can't wait to get this in hand. I would like to start reviewing things on my channel to give my own opinion about things. So hopefully I'll get to that. I should have something coming out here soon for you guys, so don't worry about that. I know I've been AFK for a minute, so I'm back. I'm tapping back in. I'm getting married. Thank you. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Before getting it in hand, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. That may change. I think it looks great. Still think there needs to be work done here and there. Otherwise, it's great. I love seeing Toby. They know how to pull you back in after you've aged. I can tell you that much. And yeah. Bye.